And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Outside, Kobe. There's a good screen. Buries it down low. Here's Parker. Back to Leonard. Pass to Robinson. Here's the floater. He lays it in.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Johnson with it. And Robinson comes to help. Johnson right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Duncan. Parker outside. Now here is Robinson. Fader on the way. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, Kobe. West outside. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. So it's San Antonio now. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris. Pass to Gervin. Here's Leonard. Parker with it. From the arc. That's good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Now here's Kobe. Kobe goes in. Leonard with the steal. Here's Gervin. Makes it off the glass. The Lakers trail. Now here's Kobe. They set the pick. O'Neal. Robinson on him. Shoots from 12. And it's good.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Pass to Duncan. Now here's Parker. Now Robinson. Right side Robinson. Poked loose. West with the steal. Johnson right side. Johnson right side. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Parker outside. Pass to Gervin. Back to Parker. Now here's Gervin. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Gervin outside. Again the Spurs good for 2.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
So here is West. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kobe. Back to West. This one for 3. David Robinson with the rebound. San Antonio leading. Right side Leonard. Low block shot on the way. Again the Spurs good for 2. Here comes Kobe. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Kobe. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Parker. Leaps for it. Tries to save it. Here's the break. West inside. West, that's good. And here comes Parker. Pass to Gervin. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Gervin. Parker with it. Parker outside. Clock at 4. From 11 feet away. And the Spurs scoring again. The Lakers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Shaq with the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now Parker. He has 5. Duncan outside. Pass to Gervin. Parker outside. Back to Gervin. And here's Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Now here's Leonard. Parker's shot is off.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Now here's Kobe. Up top, Kobe. Back to West. Pass to O'Neal. And that one hits back iron. Gervin outside. Count the bucket. He's got 6.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Timeout called the Lakers. Here comes Jerry West. Johnson outside. With the lead pass. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Parker outside. Pass to Gervin. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 8.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Johnson. On the wing, Kobe. Shot clock at 6. West. O'Neal. Here comes Parker. He has 5. Gervin outside to the middle. Robinson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. And here's Los Angeles. They trail by 7. Johnson up top. And the shot is good from Johnson.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Parker with it. Back to Parker. Six to shoot. Pass to Robinson. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That one misses for Robinson. Now Worthy. Covered by Elliott. And here's Worthy. The jump hook. And there's another one for the Lakers. Johnson with it. Pass to Elliott. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Boom. Fires the 3. And that one's good.
That's true. And this spectacular shot blocking something else to look for, especially recovering on the break. He can run you down and send it away in a heartbeat.
Pass to Chamberlain. Robinson on him. Now, here's Chamberlain. The shot by Chamberlain, no good.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot. They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Now here's Goodrich. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pushing it up. Here's Aldridge. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Back to Baylor. Makes the lead pass. Chamberlain with the basket.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Here's Johnson. Aldridge. Outside Aldridge. Pass to Robinson. Chamberlain on him. Boom. And yes, sir, that one drops. He has 7. So it's the Lakers now. A 12-point game. Back to Baylor. James Worthy on the wing. Outside Baylor. Shot clock at 5. The fadeaway. There's the bucket. Good. Here comes Avery Johnson. No scoring hit from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Robinson. Now Aldridge. Here is Elliott. Clock at 6. Johnson. And another basket for San Antonio. Now here's Goodrich. Good if it goes. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs? Pass to Aldridge. Now here's Johnson. Here is Elliott. Back to Johnson. The 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Right side Baylor. Right side Baylor. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grip.
Pass to Elliott. Back to Johnson. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Green. And the 3 off target. Now here's Gasol. Outside Baylor. For the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. On offense, here are the Spurs. Johnson outside. Pass to Green. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Now here's Johnson. Shoots the 3. Green, no luck. Goodrich with it. Pass to Baylor. Guarded by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That cuts the lead to single digits. Here's Johnson. Here is Elliott. Now here's Green. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Back to Goodrich. Gives him the lead pass. Wilkes And he gets the bucket.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Green. Pass to Johnson. Johnson right side. Outside, Green. Here is Elliott. Three-pointer. That is good. He's got 5.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And the Lakers call time here. The Spurs making a switch here. The Lakers with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. West outside. Pass to Kobe. Shot denied. Here's Green. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Takes a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
Outside, Kobe. And blocked. Pass to Johnson. And here is West. 5 on the clock. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. He's got 5.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
They get a hand on it. Green. Pass to Ori. From downtown. They get it again. Gilmore. And a missed layup.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Left side, Kobe. Kicks it out to Johnson. The trail. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Pass to Ori. Now here's Parker. Parker outside. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 7.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Pass to West. Kobe with it. Back to West. Now Kobe. Left side, Kobe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Spurs making a switch here. San Antonio leading. Now Parker. He has 7. Pass to Leonard. Back to Parker. Here is Ori. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Johnson. He's got 5. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 7. Now here's Parker. Parker up top. Gervin. Back to Parker. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
West outside. Back to Johnson. There's the pick. From deep. And another 3 for the Lakers.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. And that one's good. 5 points in the game. And the Lakers with possession here. They trail by 9 points. Back to Johnson. Shaq with the screen. For 3. Down low. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. Parker with it. 9 points in the game so far. Gervin outside. Back to Parker. Pass to Ori. Now here's Gervin. One shot, no good. The Lakers on offense. 7-point differential. West with the ball.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
West with the steal. To the inside. Abdul-Jabbar. The putback. And Shaq with the slam. Now here's Parker. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Pass to Ori. Now Gervin. Here's Ori. Now Parker. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Gervin with it. Stolen by O'Neal. Now West. 5 points in the game. West, right side. Inside to Shaq. Dives for it. Leonard with the steal. Parker outside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Pass to O'Neal. Clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 14.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And here's Gervin. Gervin outside. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Kobe. Kobe goes in. Backs him down. Post shot, and he sinks the layup. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Here's Parker. Kobe with the steal. Johnson inside. The jump hook. Again, the Lakers.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Parker outside. Tries to keep it alive. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson with it. He's got 12. Pass to Chamberlain. Now West. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
West.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Spurs making a change here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Now Parker. He's got 9. Pass to Gervin. There's the pick. Left side, Gervin. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. 12 points for him.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
West. So here's West. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal. Now here's Parker. Duncan with the bucket.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
West outside. The 15-footer. Shot's good by Kobe. 6 points for him.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Back to Robinson. Yes! And the foul. That's on Shaq.
And I also really like his skill as a low-post passer, guys. He sees the whole court and doesn't hesitate to pass up his own shot if he can get the ball to a teammate for a better look.
The Lakers trail. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And it's West missing. And here is Parker. Pass to Leonard. Wide open look. And the Spurs scoring again.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Johnson. And he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 14. Here are the Spurs with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And here's Duncan. Parker outside. Pass to Robinson. O'Neal's there. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. And he converts the layup.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
West with the ball. He has 7. Johnson with it. Now, here is O'Neal. O'Neal inside. Back to Johnson. West. Oh, good on the triple. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Parker outside. Parker left side. Leonard. Duncan right side. O'Neal's there. Duncan down low. Duncan with the bucket.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Timeout called the Lakers. One of the stories here, Jordan. The Lakers on offense. Trailing here by 8. West inside. Pass to Kobe. Johnson right side. No good on the 3.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
West outside. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. 10 points for him.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Parker outside. Six to shoot. Parker right side. Rebound the Lakers. Now here's West. 10 points for him. Parker with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And Parker drops them both. And here is Johnson. 14 points for him. Shaq with the screen. Outside for Kobe. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
San Antonio leading. Now Parker. 11 points in the game. Pass to Gervin. Off the pick. And goes in for the dunk. Here's Kobe. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 11.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Pass to Gervin. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Spurs making a switch here. So here is West. 10 points for him. It's stolen by Duncan. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. And here is West. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Mikan. Ooh, the double clutch. And the layup is good.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Johnson outside. Back to Duncan. Poked away. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Pass to Elliott. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard lets it go from deep. And that one's good. He's got 12.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Back to Baylor. Pass to Kobe. Goodrich. Here's Kobe. Lets the three fly. And another three for the Lakers.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Johnson outside. Pass to Elliott. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. The Lakers trail. Kobe with it. 14 points for him. Outside Gasol. Goodrich. There's a screen. Now here's Kobe. Here's Baylor. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. He's got 7. Now Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Back to Johnson. Here is Elliott. It's up a 3. Can't hit. Goodrich with it. Shoots from 8. Oh, that's blocked. But they recover it. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Here's Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Outside, Green. Here is Elliott. And here is Johnson. Here's Green. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Outside Baylor. Right side Baylor. Now here's Goodrich. Clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Green. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Green. Lets it go with the 3. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for him. Here's Goodrich. Six on the shot clock. And that one's good. And here is Johnson. Back to Leonard. Left side, Leonard. Green. Pass to Elliott. Now, Green. A three ball. No good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Baylor can't get it to go.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Puts the lead pass in front of him. And it's blocked. Pass to Green. Back to Johnson. Here is Elliott. Now, here's Green. Here is Elliott. It's off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And the Spurs making a change here. Pass to Green. Right side, Green. Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
West. Here's Gasol. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Gasol with the steal. Out to West. To the paint. Takes the 13-footer. And Gasol gets it to go.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Outside, Green. Pass to Elliott. Parker outside. Here is Elliott. Here is Elliott. He's got 7. No good from the wing.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Wilkes. Again, the Lakers. Three quarters of play in a close game here. Lakers ahead. And after a... All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. West outside. West right side. And it falls over the rim and in.
And you can't forget, this guy is always on the prowl defensively, looking to pick you off if you get too casual and loose with the ball. It kind of gets in your head that way.
The Lakers in the lead. Back to Johnson. They set the pick. Pass to Chamberlain. Aldridge on him. Chamberlain down low. Parker outside. Green with the ball. Parker outside. Green. That 3 off the mark. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And he lobs it toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Here comes Parker. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Pass to Green. And a miss there on the triple.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Blocked. Boom. Launches a 3. Elgin Baylor pulls it in. And the Lakers with possession here. Johnson outside. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to West. 6 to shoot. Now here's Johnson. Johnson gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
San Antonio trailing here. Now Green. Boom. Good on the three-point shot. And so it's the Lakers with it. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Parker. Robinson backs down. Kicks it out to Leonard. Drains the three-pointer.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Kobe. They double-team Kobe. Into Richardson. Parker with it. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Robinson down low. And he gets it to go. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Pass to Kobe. And here's Worthy. West outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Boom to take the lead, but they'll get another chance. Parker with it. There's the block. Now here's Johnson. Johnson right side. On the wing, Kobe. Pass to West. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. And here we go with Tony Parker. Back to Aldridge. Now Leonard. And Leonard gets it to go.
All of those three-pointers coming off his fingers have been right on the money.
West outside. Back to Johnson. There's the screen. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And the Spurs making a change here. And San Antonio has possession. Now Parker. Pass to Leonard. Duncan. Backing him down is Duncan. Shoots from the post. And here's Kobe. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And the Spurs with possession. It's a 5-point game. Robinson down low. So it's the Lakers now. There's the line. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Here comes Parker. Duncan outside. West is there. Duncan right side. And they get it. And he gets it to go. Here's Johnson. Outside, Kobe. Puts it up from 17. And he nails that one right through the net.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Parker. Now, here is Robinson. Robinson left side. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. All going up court. West down low. West misses. Now Gervin. They set the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Well, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
The Lakers making a switch here. On offense, here are the Spurs, trailing by 5. Parker outside. Leonard back to Parker. Outside Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Parker. Pass to West. Back to Johnson. West with the ball. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Here's Johnson. A terrific shot on the turnaround. 21 points in the game.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Now here's Parker. Back to Parker. Pass to Robinson. A fader. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Johnson with it. Outside, Kobe. And here's O'Neal. Now here's West. On the wing, Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kobe. Up and in on the layup.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Parker. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team.
Here's Gervin. Pass to Parker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Free throw good by Parker. And Parker drops them both. Now Johnson. Johnson right side. Pass to Kobe. San Antonio trailing here. Duncan left side. Back to Leonard. Makes good on the step-back jumper. He's got 20.
I think they've got to keep getting him the ball. When he's going like that, he's in the zone right now. Perfect from the field. You've got to continue to milk the hot hand.
And Kobe, here we go. And the shot is good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Parker. Here's Robinson. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. Soft touch off the glass. Here comes Kobe. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. He's got 24.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Parker outside. Leads him in there. Duncan nails it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Buries it.
The switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And here's Parker. Inside. Robinson. Count it. A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Now here's Kobe. Johnson outside. A floater. Kobe misses. Here's Gervin. Here's Robinson. Off target from downtown. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And the Lakers call time here. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that... And he hits both free throws here. So now it's...
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Guys, what's your take? Here's Leonard. And so the Lakers... Kobe Bryant.
Walking in the sunshine.